CSA has warned cyber fraud hits online food orders. Mills' values remain my compass, according to President John Dramani Mahama. Keep Homowo peaceful. Police warn troublemakers. And the news center this morning says Nana B's 30-bed Tafo Children's Unit nears completion. NPA fails to trace distribution of 362.6 million liters of fuel. Kai. The story is on page 2.
Is the Kai part of it?
Yes. 362.6 million liters of fuel. Marilla, I can travel the globe with this.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
Man,
a lot of fuel.
Taxes levies worth over 300 million cedis feared lost. Comes with a photo of Godwin Eduji Tamaklo, NPA CEO. Please find Eduji for me on the phone. Ato Forcing blames government's limited spending on NPP. 24-hour economy implementation far from reality. Dr. Dusako, the rift over resign to contest in NDC deepened by court ruling. On the back page, MTN Ghana has donated some money towards Homowo Festival. Kai dear Kai. Kai dear Kai. How comes we won't get this?
The Homowo is so on.
So Homowo, last week was Lante Jangwe Homowo.
Okay.
Before that, there's Plejo by the Nungwa people.
Okay.
Plejo means dance for the gods.
Right, okay.
Oplejing is the almighty god.
Okay.
So Plejo.
Okay.
So
All right,
Plejo. Dance for the gods.
Oh, wow.
Okay, or dance of the gods. And then you come to Lante Jangwe. They celebrate it first, and then 2 weeks after there's the Mashi Homowo.
Yes.
And then when you leave, you can then go to Teshi, Nongwa, Osu,
So it will come to all those
places. It will come.
Because I know
so
the
Lante
ban
Jangwe,
on Dramen
no, it's a long time ago.
So
It's been
that's
lifted.
gone, and then the rest will begin to
So now the Homowo proper is happening.
It's very interesting when I hear people explain it this way. It's like from this place to that place to this place and all the names. Do we have a book or do we have a website where we can go and see all these things that I want to click on?
You want to see it explained?
Yes.
Well,
but you could check that up.
You see, I don't want to.
You don't want to do what?
To be the authority on the conversation.
Oh no, but the point is that these are things that they're at your fingertips. So the best thing is that just out of the studio, go sit somewhere, put a mic in front of you, record it.
These are the small ones. In fact, I think for 2 years running, we've been doing it with Nia J. Clue.
Okay, Nia J. Clue. I know Nia J. Clue.
I've invited her a couple of times.
3FM.
There must be documented. So when I click on, I know that next 2 weeks it is Lante Janwe. Next 3 weeks it is here Osu King Kanwe here. Then I'm like, okay, I can.
You can plan your life.
My calendar can just run. Yeah.
And then you follow.
Yeah, I follow it.
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense. All these things we must do. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
You
A few
You have a few more, right? Okay.
A few more. The Republic Press says OSP on trial. Deputy AG says office was created by ordinary law, not constitutional amendment. Patrice, you would know Accra Stand Fast, right?
Yes, Stand Fast. Yes, Stand Fast Football Club. Yeah.
Accra Stand Fast.
I know. Accra
You know
Stand
the
Fast.
slogan of Accra Stand Fast?
No, I don't.
Achi Agbaichi. You are pushing. It's not moving. You are trying to pull it. It is not. It's not.
Stand still.
Accra Stand Fast. That's what I see here with OSP and aging. NDC slams door on power-hungry appointees. Takwa Mine under siege as chiefs challenge Goldfield's legacy. And final batch of Ghanaians leave South Africa's repatriation exercise enters last week. Wuntumi new 20-year jail term before judgment, according to Apia Kubi, his lawyer, who says that he's been instructed to file an appeal. 24-hour economy implementation far from reality. Dr. Lusakode, the publisher newspaper, economy growing well, not starving. Forcing reads out the receipts. Ghana HIV activates denied Brazil visas. I agree. I knew she would jail me 20 years. Wuntumi tells ex-lawyer. Bench warrant for NPP's Coca refusing to appear before a court after issuing threats to an Yoko officer, death threats, allegedly. The BNFT says 111 billion. Debt, Ghana City's debt was Spurs' bigger sinking fund. Ochiasikan Community Bank records remarkable growth in all indicators. And in Kokon Kiti is 100% capacity expansion. Was it not the minister who said the Kokon Kiti be used for life support things?
The finance minister says it was just that. It was just a passing comment.
Okay. Are you sure?
But who gave it the name in Kokon Kiti?
Oh, it's the NDC itself in its manifesto. Yeah, but
they should learn from the NPP.
I want to take a bit from the finance minister, maybe with a pinch of salt. If you have been in poultry before, if you are giving broilers and not layers, how do you expand?
Yeah,
broilers. There are broilers and there are layers.
The layers are the ones that they give you the eggs and all those things. So
and then you can incubate, hatch, and then So what are we talking about? The one in charge of the Ministry of Agri says people have chopped the chicken and they sent him videos
of they chopping the chicken,
and he's happy about it because then people's tastes have changed. But is that the reason we gave them in Kokon?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So what is the finance minister saying? See, these are the things that the NPP did and they were kicked out. Yeah, I keep telling them.
We'll bring the agri minister here.
Yeah, we have to bring him.
Deputy,
yes. The Ghanaian Times, my final one, says fight against environmental pollution, extend styrofoam ban to single-use plastics, according to the Ghana Medical Association, Professor Dr. Ernest York. It's on the front page. Tamil says humility, integrity must guide leadership. President Mahama. Don't renew Goldfields Takwa lease. Apinto Divisional Council urges government targets 30 billion Ghana cedi sinking fund to meet DDEP obligations and strong institutions key to Africa's development. LC Apia Clue. The back page. Fund pilots, climate smart stations and solutions in the western region. Don't renew Goldfields Takwa. Hey, Charlie.
Don't be small pressure for that.
Small pressure for that side.
Small pressure.
Charlie, Sika Koko.
I've been seeing back to back. Civil society, some members of civil society, right?
Right.
Opinion leaders, traditional leaders, all making the same argument. It will be difficult times for them.
Right.
It is. I have the Daily Analyst.
That's
here.
right. That's fire
and
away.
it says Julius Debra ends PhD in Museum and Heritage Studies. Pan-African Parliament President vows continental parliamentary transformation as new session opens. It's got the picture of Dr. Fateh Budbeg. Yeah, president of, I hope I got the name right. Anyways, government cracks down on VAT evaders, imposes warehouse time limits. It's got the picture of Kesela Tuforsen. And then, Manly Spain rejects 79 million judgment debt payment, calls for probe. Showdown over Takwa Mine. Apinto chiefs oppose Goldfields lease renewal. They demand Ghanaian ownership.
Heat.
Tema Community 5 National Security raids prostitution and drug hub. Caretaker wanted for questioning. So that is the Daily Analyst for today. The Searchlight, the Daily Searchlight says, Constitution higher than the statute. Deputy Attorney General says OSP Act cannot rewrite Ghana's founding law. Also on the front page of the Satellite, it says German embassy in Ghana partners with is it what? Showboys Foundation. Okay, Showboys Foundation on school agroecology project. Okay. Pinto Chiefs question Goldfields development record ahead of Takwa lease expiry. Justin Kodia launches bid to retain NPP General Secretary position. Government appointees must resign if they want to contest internal elections. This is coming from the NDC, and the bold banner headline says, Wontumi fights back as defense moves to challenge High Court conviction. That is the Searchlight for you. The Ghanaian Point says KGL Group partners GMTF to build ultra-modern diagnostic center at Ridge Hospital. Also, Otumfuo comments IGP Special Operations Team after 445 arrests in Asante region. We will not allow this again. Flood Task Force demolishes structures on waterways in Accra. Also, Gabonese president to begin 3-day official visits to Ghana on July 28. Finally, Wontumi to appeal 20-year sentence and seek bail pending appeal. This coming from the lawyers. Let me do the Daily Democrat today, which says that Sammy Gyamfi defends GoldBod and cites 5.4 billion Ghana cedi surplus. Julius Debra dedicates PhD to Mahama and Ghana. And Attorney General prosecutes ex-Metals manager for $280,000 theft. KGL, GMTF begin Ridge Diagnostic Center construction. Ghana Medical Trust Fund briefs Otumfuo on healthcare progress. LC Apauklu receives excellence in public policy and governance and is in London.
Marina, what do you have?
A number of the papers here as well. Daily Graphic, big banner story, protecting public health. Ghana Medical Association demands single-use plastics ban. Julius Debra, 156 others, back PhD. You know the name. They mentioned the chief of staff's name. Doctor, now he's doctor. Dr. Julius Debra, 156 others.
You know, when I was growing up, my uncle used to advise us. Said, you know, he will speak typical Ga. Unani me no nyame se. Ola ke bene papa shikache. Bene papa professor. Bo papa ke mie onye shikapi. Kenye tinya afi no go ye kwe. Aba check be Patrice and two others. And now relevance even in trouble. Don't go and fool out there. Don't go misbehave.
No, but this one is good. It's good work they've done, but still, and 156,
and the rest. Julius Debra and the rest.
Asante Hene urges government appointees
congrats
to justify. Yes, huge congrats to him as well for that. And I think there were a number of. I know Fad, Osman, Chris Atadeka as well. Congratulations to all of them.
They're all PhD holders.
So now they're all doctors.
Not pull him down, by the way.
Odogono SHS marks 86th anniversary, and I was talking about Odogono this morning. On the back page, Ghana's Mohammed floors Kiribati opponents to progress. We're at the... It's not All Africa Games, no. It's there's an ongoing tournament.
Is it Commonwealth?
Commonwealth, yes. 2026 Commonwealth Games. We're making steady progress. Satellites face Nigeria's Flying Eagles in Wafu Zone B Open. A Daily Guide newspaper. Minority demands BOG refinancing plan. As in relation to the media budget review. Kodia Frimpong seeks fresh NPP General Secretary mandate. Leave Takwa. Pinto Chiefs tell Goldfield. Simbini. Court grant extradition of Abu Trika's accomplice. And stop harassing licensed small-scale miners. Green tea to government. The back page of the Daily Guide, nothing there. The Daily Post, President Mahama lays wreath in honor of late President Atta Mills. How does 4.5 billion seed capital amount to GoldBod siphoning funds? Sammy Gyamfi quizzes Abena Osei-Asare. And the impact of GoldBod success shall outlive the hate-driven campaign by detractors. Sammy Gyamfi is saying this. The Daily Gist newspaper, GRA boss under fire over sleazy revenue leakage. Kaswa NDC in disarray after sexy chairman's suspension. GoldBod suspends trading license of Dominic Bonsu Ventures. Apinto Chiefs, Apinto Chiefs cry out over Goldfields operations in Takwa. Samia Uku on Iyoko radar over NLA KGA deal. KGL deal is a question being asked. Julius Debra bags doctorate degree. The Custodian newspaper. You nurtured a monster. Samson to Mahama and NDC on misinformation, insults. Wuntumi told he will be jailed 20 years. Apia Kubi. GoldBod holds license of Dominic Bonsu Ventures over regulatory breaches. Advocacy group chases GRA over alleged breaches in port and petroleum operations. CPS speaks on media budget review tomorrow. Kodia seeks re-election as NPP General Secretary. Those are the papers.
Let's go to page 2 of the News Center newspaper. MPA fails to trace distribution of 362.6 million liters of fuel because this one has to be the Kai. It's a story by Daniel Nono here in Accra. Said the National Petroleum Authority has come under renewed scrutiny after the Auditor General uncovered that it could not properly account for the distribution of approximately 362.56 million liters of fuel products marked between 2023 and 2025, exposing significant weaknesses in Ghana's fuel monitoring system and raising concerns over potentially massive losses in government taxes and petroleum. We know that in 2023, 83.10 liters they couldn't account for it. It was distributed anyway, but it was not accounted for. In 2024, 214.53 or 53 million liters were distributed, but the largest unexplained gap during the period, and then 64.92 million liters in 2024. So the NPA has been trying to explain, but first,
all of these liftings
were distributed, but we cannot account for it.
What is the time frame?
Well, so this is between 2023 and 2025. Now, over 300 million Ghana cedis in taxes and levies have also been lost. And we know that the NPA has been trying to explain. What have they been saying? In responding to the audit observations, management of the NPA argued that the discrepancy resulted from comparing two different operational data sets serving separate purposes within the downstream petroleum sector. According to authority, marking volumes were generated from loading transactions captured in the enterprise. Plenty English. Where the fuel day? Where the fuel day? You know, 2023, 2024, 2025.
Yes.
362.6 million liters of fuel.
With revenue.
Yeah, we're losing revenue as well. 300 million Ghana cedis in taxes and levies have been lost.
Can you imagine the number of roads this can construct?
But I thought we were spending a lot of money on marking fuel. Right?
Fuel marking margin is part of the cost.
We spent a lot of money. And Dr. Mustafa Hamid.
Yes. Your best friend.
So, yeah, my best friend. Yeah, we're lying. We have to rescue this. I mean, it was part of the rescue efforts to rescue the country. So why do we have this situation?
You see,
it's begin to sound like the NSS conversation. We spend money, bought softwares, build apps, the firewalls, and then babies are registering, grandpas are registering for national service.
See, the thing, it's a problem of, I don't want to say the chop plenty, but sometimes it looks like that.
There's lack of accountability.
It's not sometimes. It actually looks like that. And when these things happen, more often than not, the focus is on leadership. And all the suggestions is that the leadership are the ones who are benefiting that. Yes, they will benefit to a certain extent, right? I don't want to make very conclusive statement that these monies or this missing fuel, whatever monies may have been sold for, directly went to leadership. No. If you go down below, people are making serious money. Within the system.
I would depart from that. I think the responsibility still lies on the shoulder of the leader.
That's why I'm making a point, and I'll get there. People are making serious money. Let's not kid ourselves. The persons who work within the system are making it.
But why do you think that? Why do you think that people who have jobs will come to you and they say they want to work at, say, GOIL, MPA, Oil Refinery, GNPC? They know there's oil inside the oil industry.
They are making it big.
Yeah.
And so when we have these conversations, I think we need to be honest with ourselves and let it go beyond leadership. I'll come to the leadership bit, but people are making it big time, right? In fact, when we talk about unexplained wealth and lifestyle audit, we leave it sometimes to who is the boss of the entity, who is the this of the entity. When you let those lifestyle audits trickle down, a lot of people will be hurt because they have property, they have things in their names which they get from these missing fuel.
The deals.
How do we deal with it? Supervision. Systems put in place. You can argue this is one of the reasons why we've seen revenue assurance deals which have not made sense.
SML and co.
Yes, which have not made sense because at the top, the finance minister is looking at it and says, I can get a bit more money from this.
Right.
But I am not getting it.
Look, the story also gives us some insights on internal controls by the NPA that failed. It says perhaps the most damaging aspect of the audit concerns the apparent breakdown of the MPA's own internal control systems. The Auditor General noted that the Quality Assurance Directorate already operated an elaborate reconciliation process involving weekly and monthly reconciliation of marked volumes using ERDMS data, verification of contractor submissions, review of marking certificates before payment approval, multi-level validation. Look at the various steps by field officers, supervisors, and the head of the Petroleum Products Marketing Scheme (PPMS), as well as legal review before payments were authorized. Similarly, UPPF Secretariat vetted orders submitted by oil marketing companies against records in the ERDMS before petroleum products were loaded. So there's a structure that we invested money into this structure to make it work. Why did it not work? But despite these multiple layers of verification, auditors found that neither the UPPF Secretariat nor the Quality Assurance Directorate verified whether the quantities loaded into bulk road vehicles and marked actually corresponded with the actual quantities eventually delivered. Neither institution reconciled data comparing petroleum products marked with these ultimately distributed. The Auditor General concluded that these weaknesses significantly undermined the effectiveness of the country's fuel monitoring system.
That's not us saying, no.
My auntie, who used to cook kenke, she knows how many balls have been molded. She knows how many is going to the latte and that they send on the fire. She knows how many balls will be about fan. She knows how many will be put into pan 1 and how many will be put into pan 2.
Thank you.
And then what will be used as reserve and what will be distributed for the workers and what we, those who live in the house, will also chop. So when you carry the 2 big pans and you take it out there and you go and sell, she expects a certain amount of money. And then when you are there, you tell her that, oh, come here, she gives you the reserve and says, oh, push it there because traffic is slow here, so let us bring it to you and you can sell. And she expects a certain kind of. How do we have a system where you have fuel? Somebody is supposed to say, okay, I have 300 million liters of fuel sitting down here. Now you have come with your tankers. I have to load onto it. Somebody has to supervise the loading, but we cannot reconcile the figures
of the loading
and then what is to be. How?
Look, it's a
and
very
we
funny,
invested money into this.
It's a very funny thing, and I keep saying there is lack of accountability in this country, and because of that lack of accountability, everybody is rushing to take a political office. If people were really punished and hanged for this, when I say hanged, not like I'm just using it figuratively. If people were hanged for the kind of nonsense that they do, all these things will stop. Do you know who the president of this country is?
President John Dramani.
No, it is not him.
Who?
The Director General of the Audit Service. Because everything seems to be, he is calibrating every department and agency and how they do their things. I am not saying that constitutionally is, but I'm saying that the work that he oversees, that is what the role of a president is. So crack the whip.
But you see, I made mention of the Public Accounts Committee.
Yes.
And maybe people don't know. Before we see what we see at the Public Accounts Committee, Iyoko would have gone to the various institutions. Auditor General goes to the various institutions.
Yes.
I think BNI also goes to the various institutions to do their own audited investigations, blah, blah, blah. Before Parliament, the Select Committee goes there. In fact, Parliament has even introduced the innovative way of going to the regions. So you don't have to travel all the way to Accra to come and meet them. They come to you, actually.
Yes.
So we will fuel their vehicles. We will accommodate them. We will feed them. When they get there, there are conversations around the fact that the people there also, contingency provisions.
Yes.
They finish all these things, and all these institutions work, and they come, and we still have people who have done stuff, and then we say, "Oh, we leave them."
We leave them. That is so. What is the whole essence of the?
It's
of
waste.
the exercise?
You're wasting everybody's time.
Absolutely.
Look, airtime on the state broadcaster, national broadcaster, it's not cheap. To move OB vans and be stationed at Parliament for donkey weeks, doing what exactly I don't know.
You can imagine the punishment that is meted out to the camera guy who comes late by the head of operations because you didn't come early enough to come and record the proceedings.
Capture a certain portion of
exactly. Meanwhile, those proceedings, they come to naught. So I am saying there's lack of accountability and punishment due those people. That is why everybody is clamoring. Do you think that if they said, okay, if a pint of fuel was lost from that place, the head of the NPA would be sent to jail for 10 years? Let's see who will allow a leak or
Doesn't Dubai drill oil?
Sure.
I mean,
not a drop.
Yes.
Gets missing.
Yes.
Not a drop.
There's patriotism.
Look, as soon as and somebody shared a video with me of Dubai.
Yeah.
They are like, it's a giant screens,
yes,
like an operation command center kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're telling you when this barrel of oil was drilled, and it is showing you the process through which it is traveling. Like the way if you book an Uber boat or Yango, it's telling you that your oil is almost close to you.
Yeah.
And I think it's an African problem. Look, Nigeria has more oil than Ghana does.
Even now they have the largest
Nigeria has more fuel.
Yeah.
But Nigerians are always using generators. It is our problem. It is our problem.
I think Patrice hits the nail very much on its head when he says lack of accountability
and punishment.
Yeah, like we can when we point to every problem in this country, right? The solution hovers around almost the same thing.
Sunrise on
accountability,
3FM,
supervision, and punishment. Yes, there will be innovation. There will be technology which must come in so that we can do things better. But when fuel is being lifted and there are supposed to be tallying or calibration of numbers, who is the supervising officer making sure that the people are working? Look, I mentioned I went to the village this weekend. My mom, one of her friends came to the funeral. I'm just using this as an example. They both have separate shops. My mom deals in fresh tilapia. Her friend grills tilapia, Musbek tilapia, Dansuman. So a lot of people go there. What happens? A lot of the time, the two of them are not around at the shop. When they are not, the workers take it as a field day. Will pocket what they want to pocket, right? And then when you come, they'll give you what they believe you are deserving of.
What they think you should have.
Increasingly, they were both complaining. Then the suggestion came that let us get CCTV cameras at our shops.
Right.
My mom got hers. Wherever she is, she can be watching what's happening and listen in at the shop.
Yes.
Right.
What happened when she did that? Her complaints dropped significantly
Because she knew who was stealing from her.
now the people see the camera and so
They comport themselves.
they comport. One of my aunties, the one who I'm talking about, also got a camera, and immediately she's seen an improvement in terms of how much she receives by her workers. So now she says, where they sell the fish and everything, she has one day. Where they prepare the banku, she's taking a camera there too.
Thank you,
Because she realized that immediately she brought a camera there. They sell bottled water. The amount which was brought to her, immediately the camera came, it increased greatly.
Thank you.
The amount she was receiving when they sell the fish increased as well. What happened? What changed? Supervision.
So a friend of mine's father ran an eatery.
Yes.
And for a long time, he realized that people were trooping into the place. But then when the day ends,
and they do the sales.
the stock has not reduced because he drives back.
They will bring the ingredients and come in.
They bring the things. They bring the tilapia, they bring their own kondo, blah, blah, blah. They will prepare theirs on the side.
And they will sell this.
And then they use your facility, your electricity, your water, your blah, 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 blah.
What?
So they can serve 5 plates of theirs and sell 2 of yours, 5, 2. So you will see people trooping to the place and leaving with food. But when you come, your fishes are not missing. Your stock is there. Your banku is there. The people came, they went, but it is not your banku they bought.
Yeah. In fact,
they do it with even water.
but
They buy their
sell
own.
their own.
Yeah.
What I noticed was
And take the profit, the profit and everything.
They'll use your electricity to chill the items.
And your rent and everything.
Yes, I know the fuel station mats were the ones that were doing these things, like the Shell, Gold, and all those things. The girls would bring in their own items, and then you. So you see, there is a monitoring mechanism. There's this Lebanese institution in Ghana. Oh, no two ways. Even the camera one is on the floor. On the floor, it sees where you are walking. So if you are kicking something, it will see.
It will record it.
So they leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
What they do is that they ensure that the camera speaks to you, and you are seeing everything. Sometimes they invite you to the office, and whilst you're having a conversation, they make you see the screen, and you watch. Everything is being monitored, so you are not going to steal. So why can't we just do it?
Exactly.
It is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. That's why I say
this
that
day and age.
everybody in there is an accomplice.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's what I was making.
Everybody.
One supervision comes in.
Yeah.
And these are everyday average Joes.
Yes.
Your Lebanese friends,
Yes.
your restaurant owners, whatever.
No,
Even
we're not ready for
reporting
accountability.
time changed because they
camera.
used to report whenever they pleased. Now, at the comfort of her home, she can check. I'm paying you. You're
Yeah.
the shop is to be open at 1 p.m.
Yes.
for people to start buying.
Right.
They could come at 3. Sometimes people will get there and call, oh, the person they talk, Bamumayo. When the camera came, they started reporting at 1.
Wow.
Just one thing,
Yeah.
supervision.
It changes everything. Who's
So
watching?
increasingly, you can go to assemblies, you can go to wherever, ministries, departments, agencies. If you leave people without supervision, in fact, when we talk about education, public basic education and all of that, where we say, oh, the quality is not there, these are
Where are the teachers?
well-trained teachers.
What time do they
Right?
come to school? Do they stay in
When
the
you
class?
introduce supervision,
Yeah.
everything changes.
Look, I've always said that I attended a typical side to school. I went to Lebi Keshwani school. Yeah, so and we used to carry water to school to go and water our flower beds. Mr. Donko and Mr. Sunday would make sure that. But the point is this: you find in most of the private schools,
Yes.
the narrative is changing these days.
Yeah.
But in most of the private schools back then, you had SHS leavers or SSS leavers who were the pupil teachers, who were the ones who were handling the children.
Yeah.
And the children were coming out better because of the supervision conversation we're talking about. In the public schools, you can't teach in the public school if you are not a qualified teacher.
Yes.
And even now we've added licensure exam, you have to get a PIN, blah, blah, blah. You have to be updating and upgrading yourself, periodically attending short courses, etc.
And those ones rather cannot.
And those ones are not able to. It's because there's a problem somewhere.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Look, the conversation about, and there are some of the headmasters who are stuck with the old ways, and the headmistresses. If I am a teacher and I'm an ICT teacher, why do you expect me to write my lesson notes in a foolscap notebook when I have a laptop and I can type it and email it to you?
Yes.
Some teachers get punished for doing that.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you like, let's 053-220-0927. 053-220-0927. That's our WhatsApp line. Send us a message. There are teachers who know what I'm talking about.
They get punished for
You
using.
have to bring the lesson notes handwritten.
They are used to the old ways of doing things.
Handwritten. Meanwhile,
You write
we
it.
were in this country when we said we were going to change the curriculum.
Yes.
We didn't give the teachers, what do you call it, the curriculum. We
kits,
didn't, the training
the
kits.
kits,
We
yeah.
didn't give the children textbooks, right? And then when we pushed, they said, oh, we have given the teachers TM1 laptops.
Yes.
And then they have to go on the internet and download the thing from the ministry's website. So it is okay to download the syllabus from the website, but I cannot type my lesson note and email it to you.
That is outrageous.
It does, and I'm supposed to be
outrageous.
teaching the children ICT. So how are the children supposed to be encouraged?
Exactly, to do that, because if even me, the teacher, I've not been allowed to do that. No, you see, the point is that the panacea to all these issues are there. We know them, we see them, we've experienced them, because some other countries have done it and they are getting the results. So it beats my mind. Go to Norway, Denmark, all those places, and check how they're able to manage their oil industry such that these leakages are blocked.
In the morning.
And conferences, seminars, visits and all these things, where do they lead us?
Teaches them nothing.
Where do they lead us? So for me, the point is that they set the agenda for us to come and sit down and talk about it. They are excited and exhilarated about a lot of things, and then that is it. Oh, leave them to talk because we talk about it. Look, I need somebody here who would say that, look, I'm putting everything. John Mahama should be able to do this because this is his last term and final term. But having seen it being done by all the past presidents, that they are last term and all that, they are trying to pamper everybody and ensure that their party comes to power.
You can remember me.
Charlie, crack the whip, send people home, sack people, jail people. You know, let everybody see that something is working.
I think that the president maybe should be considering a reshuffle and letting some people go. One of the mistakes that the Akufo-Addo government did, which the people of Ghana, I'm not sure, would ever forgive him, was the fact that he kept people who were underperforming or not performing on the same job for a very, very long time.
Let me give you an answer to that.
In fact, some of them had to resign because they wanted to contest Dr. Baumia for flag bearership. But for that,
you have to congratulate Nana for that.
They wouldn't have. And Johnny, you see, I praised Nana in his first term when in 2017 and announcing the business. I think it was 11th of January.
Provided reasons why persons were going
I am putting Patrice Amegashi in charge of the Ministry of Roads and Highways. And it is because Patrice has worked in the built industry. Patrice has shown expertise and experience. Patrice has done this, that. Based on that, I am putting him there. And this is what I want Patrice to do. Fix the roads, do the Then they'll clap for you and go and sit down. So when I had the opportunity to be talking about the ministers under Nanado, I didn't have a problem because I'll just pick the KPI there and the job description, the key performance indicators and the job description. I say, oh, they said you have this qualification and expertise and you are going to do this. Have you done it? Yes, no. In fact, in the first term, we actually had a Ministry of Planning. And we had a Ministry for Monitoring and Evaluation. In the second term, he didn't do that, right? But still kept some of the people who had underperformed in the first term, in the second term, in those same portfolios.
Thank you. Do you know the reason?
Now, President Mahama has come. We have done 1 year, 7 months, if you will. Some of the ministers are not performing. Please, we all can see those ones. I want you
to mention names. You see?
No, you see,
Johnny. Sometimes we need to mention names.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Let me die before you bury me. I'm not afraid of mentioning names.
Yes.
But I usually like to have the full facts.
Okay.
Have my video, have my audio, have the document.
So
that's how I play my game. So when I mention you, you'll not be running to the court to go and use that to intimidate.
Okay, so let's hang the statement that people are not performing.
So I'm not hang the statement that people are not performing.
Oh, I want you to hang it. Because
the Greater Accra Regional Minister, for example, came and told us that by February of last year, every street light in Accra will be fixed.
Thank you.
Last week, I was on the Nungwa to the La. I was coming to Circle.
Beach Road.
The Beach Road. Right from Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center to Ghana Forces Command and Staff College to Burma Camp, Southern Command HQ to 48 Engineers, down the way to Labadi Beach to La Palm, all the way coming through Omanye Art Gallery, La Alonte Bar, coming down all the way to St. Paul, coming down all the way onto the Laboni stretch, coming down. The whole place was dark, and they are working on the road.
Okay.
So you know how potholes can disvim your tire and your lower arms and your shocks and everything else. So I was asking myself, the woman has told us that she will do A, B, C, D.
Good.
She has not done it. She has not explained to us why it has not been done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you mentioned the name.
So that and there are many others.
Great.
So what exactly are we keeping the person in there for? Is it for regional balance? Is it because she's of the region's origin or ancestry? Or is it because of something else that we don't know?
Right.
If she has a peculiar challenge and the assemblies that are working under her are not doing well and there are people there who are not... I mean, something has to change.
Absolutely.
Because each time I pay my electricity bill, there's a 1% charge on street lighting. So that 1% charge, if I buy 20 Ghana, 1% of that goes to street lighting.
Yes.
If I buy 200 Ghana, 1% of that goes to street lighting.
Yeah.
If I buy 50,000, 1% of that goes to street lighting.
You can imagine the number of years that you have paid your.
I have paid that.
Exactly.
Why don't I have street lights on major roads, highways, the road leading to Kaswa,
Yeah.
the Botiano area, all those
yeah,
places?
Yeah.
Why don't I have street lights there? So now everybody's driving with highlights,
Yes.
blinding everybody.
Yes.
The road
It's
markings
crazy.
are not there. Why is that situation pertaining? Supervision.
We don't
key.
take action. We don't take action on all these things, because if we had, for example, like we had town council meetings, all those things, it would come out, documented, presented to whoever is in charge,
Right.
and then action is taken against the person. I wanted to make an initial comment
Right.
concerning Nanado and him not changing
His
the
ministers, and
so
why
on.
you're congratulating him. for
I'm
that.
congratulating him because changing who for who. It's like it's moving person A to person. It's just the same thing. So Nanado just wanted to keep them there, because if he takes Kojo Nkrumah out, who's he bringing in? Let's maintain Kojo Nkrumah. Because the best is come to do what? Nobody is there to come and change anything. So let's just keep it running, because we haven't proven to ourselves that when person A is taken out and person B is brought in, the person does marvelously well. So let's look at this one to me case, just
Right.
an analogy. There was a lawyer handling it, and then he went off. Then Atachia came in. Now Atachia is gone. Now the same Apia Kubi has come back to say, I mean, so it's just whether it's A or B is the same thing. So Nanado didn't want to waste anybody's time to change for betting and all those
but you
things.
see,
There's no replacement.
that's to explain it.
Yes,
Because-
there's no replacement.
Look,
Obiara the same.
if and at the risk of maybe focusing on Nanado,
Yes.
he had come to tell us that he was a man in a hurry.
Oh, was he?
Our mistake was we didn't ask him where he was in a hurry to take us. We should have asked that question.
National
we
Development
don't,
Plan.
We don't ask those questions.
National Development
Now, why is somebody made a regional minister?
Uh-huh.
The person is supposed to be coordinating. That's why there's a regional coordinating council,
Thank you.
which has membership that the framers of the constitution and the fathers of the land decided that these people will sit at one table, and based on the wisdom, knowledge, the electoral experience that they have, they will bring us the results that we need.
Yeah.
If the people in the Ashanti region
Yeah.
are happy with their regional minister, Dr. Frank Amoako-Hene,
Yes.
and they are talking about him and
Well,
he's
that guy is doing
everywhere,
so well.
why can't the people in the Greater Accra region, or the people in the Eastern region, or the people in the Volta region, or the
Talk
people
about
in the
them,
Northern
yeah.
region talk about their regional ministers like
Same
that?
way, yeah.
And if they don't
Yes.
talk about their regional ministers in that vein, and the people keep complaining about the same thing, the appointing authority must know that it is not somebody's birthright.
Thank you.
So, open the door and say, fly away, Peter. Come
Yes.
in, Paul.
Johnny, this assertion that you have made is one thing that I align with so much. My point is, if one minister is doing something, regional minister or any minister is doing something, and everybody is clamoring for the good work the person
Right.
is doing, why don't you whip all others in line to say, told the same thing? So a minister goes out there and all the squatters and illegal structures are being demolished, the road is being spread out, containers are being taken off and all that, and it's only happening within a certain enclave. So for the person that I remember off the top of my head is Kwote,
Right.
under the MPP, the huge
Kwote.
Henry
Henry Kwote,
Kwote,
yes. Henry Kwote started doing that, and I was like, can't you replicate it in all the other regions so it becomes a national thing?
You see?
Then it comes to Abi Bright.
You see,
Abi Bright is doing it at only Tema Central, and I'm asking, what is happening at Tema West, East? All those, can't we just go
look,
to unison?
so the AMA chief executive, Michael Pakwalute, doing a fantastic job as well.
Right. Okay.
In fact, you will see him on the ground almost every day, like
Okay.
A.B. Bright that you mentioned,
right.
and there are a few others who are trying to now
Yes.
also tag along.
Yes.
But you see the situation that Mr. Henry Kwote had as regional minister.
Yeah.
Remember that in the second term of Nanado, for 9 solid months, against Act 623,
MMDC.
there were no MMDCs. This is a government that handed over to itself. And for 9 months, we didn't have MMDCs. So the assemblies couldn't function because if the ESCO sits down, the assembly, they sit down and they go and do their things.
Alexander Suffolk and Tank.
They have to take it to the local parliaments, like I mentioned earlier, and they will have to vote on it and decide, blah 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 blah. They didn't have the authority to spend because there was no MMDCE.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, for 9 months we didn't have it. In this country,
people are very strategic.
In 2021, for 9 months, we didn't have it.
People are so strategic.
So Henry Quartey, as regional minister, and rightly so, he had to fill in the gap.
Yeah.
So he could move to Lankwantana, he could move to Landmark, South, East, West, and say, hey, break this down. As soon as the MMDCs came in, see, he took a backbench.
Yes.
Because his role is not supposed to be doing that. His role is supposed to coordinate.
Okay.
When the regional minister calls you and say, hey, this place, I don't like it. You, MC, go and fix your problem.
Right.
And it has to be done. We have to see that in our regional minister. This is the capital for crying out loud.
Yes.
So we have to see it. We cannot see only a few beautiful places. You leave the airport, if you're a foreigner, you come through, and then the airport stretch is nice, and then straight to your hotel is nice. At night, I may want to take a night drive with somebody.
You cannot.
How do you do that? You're flying on the Dubai at Circle, is dark. And you know, some people, as wise as they can be, choose to walk on the flyover. Now it is dark there.
They want to feel taller.
You end up knocking.
You end up knocking somebody, and the first thing the police will do is that you have knocked somebody.
Lock your car.
Yes, they lock your car up, take you to court, manslaughter, whatever it is. But if the roads had been lit,
road management. We don't have road management. This, you see, that's why I say it's a dead country. When I say it's a dead country, people
no, it's a crime scene.
No, it's a dead country.
It's a crime scene.
It's a dead country because nothing is working. You only wake up. Look, this is Daily Graphic. In the last 3 weeks, Daily Graphic has been very deplorable in their quality of print. I'm telling you, no, I'm saying it's live on air because it's a national newspaper.
How do you mean?
How do you
at the pictures?
arrive at the conclusion?
Check. No, 3 weeks. I've been reading Daily Graphic. Check the pictures. No,
maybe the film.
Maybe
the film is finished.
There is a problem, so don't sprint. Look at the late Victor Gbeho's this thing there. Look at. Can you identify that this is Julius Debra?
The pictures are not.
Can you identify Julius Debra?
The pictures are not too sharp.
The last 3 weeks.
I agree,
yes.
but
look at the late.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can say that.
Patrice.
Let's listen slowly. Let's listen slowly.
It's a state. Is it not a state?
It belongs to the state.
And we are discussing state matters. We are talking about management and all that. The CEO is my brother. He's my boss.
Right.
I respect him so much. He's one of the best in this country. His name is Atuafo.
Yeah, he used to work here. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Atuafo is one of the finest gentlemen you can ever find when it comes to corporate governance in this country and corporate leadership.
Is this showing?
He's so astute and all those things. But my point is that is there anybody doing something wrong? He's not the one supposed to go and sit behind the printer to print. He's supposed to manage and monitor. Excuses that will be given to him are the excuses that he will take and work on them. But looking at Atuafo and the kind of quality that he is, and I can vouch for Atuafo any day, anytime, anywhere. This is not what should be happening under his watch. So who is messing him up?
But at least Ghanaian Times has gotten better.
Yes, who is messing Atuafo up?
The past that used to be Ghanaian Times.
So if we are not able to call out these things, look at it.
You know, tomorrow I'll be on the lookout.
A company has advertised. Look at this one.
Charlie,
what do you see?
Charlie, it looks like the problem it is state because see Ghanaian Times too.
Yes.
Just when I was singing the praise.
Yes.
This one too.
So it starts from somewhere. If we don't call them out, so even us, we need to sit on our.
But then the question is government also how well is government supporting them to deliver on the mandates
let us know. So
that is given to them.
So there's somebody here. Government
use the microphone. Use the microphone.
You can't say
they should not print. Oh, Patrice.
But we
you can't say they should not print.
Look, if there's nowhere for us to go, let's go to a country that has over 20,000 islands. Let's look at Indonesia. Let's learn from Indonesia. Let's learn. The Indonesia story is so sweet. And the point is that these are typical examples that we can learn from. Not that it is hidden in a book or anything, just we can learn, but we don't want to. when you travel outside the country, the moment you get to the airport and drive, you start taking photos, you start taking videos and all those things. Can you do that in Ghana?
Oh, people take photos and videos at our airport.
Where? Which airport?
Oh,
when you get out of the airport, where do you do it?
Accra International Airport.
Who
a lot of people do.
Oh, please.
Patrice, a lot of people do that.
Please.
A lot of people do
How
that.
many pictures do you see?
I think.
Oh, a lot of people do that.
Eiffel Tower. You go to a place. How many statues do you see on our roads?
Here's why. Here's why I think Patrice may have been a bit harsh, because even if you look at the
Daily Guide also has problems.
They had a challenge with the it could pretend there was a challenge because
principalities and powers.
No, a number of the papers print from
one source.
Yes,
but graphic has.
They have their own.
And then others will come.
But I know
others
that.
Will come
the Graphic News Plus app, for example, has cleaner versions of the picture.
Yes. Exactly. So it's a printout. This is a Daily Guide, right? It's a printout.
Daily Gist.
Sorry. Daily Gist.
Marina has Daily Guide.
Look at all the pictures in Daily Gist.
So you see,
the custodian. Look at the custodian.
There is that problem as well. Right? All I'm saying is
monitoring.
We'll monitor.
Something has to give so that we get the best. Something has to indeed give.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not funny at all.
Johnny, my question to you:
Yes, sir.
Where are we going to start?
Well, we start from we start from the very top. I did some development communication as well.
Great.
The bottom up approach is what has proven to work. You know, we've been talking about filth, we've been talking about flood, we've been talking about sanitation for a very long time.
Yeah.
There are homes in this country who, in spite of the fact that we have bylaws from every assembly that says, look, you have to be registered with a waste management company, have refused to do that.
Yeah.
And then they would rather choose the tricycles or what we call aboboya to come and pick their refuse from their homes.
Because the big trucks will not come.
Absolutely.
No, because the big trucks are also in business. Now, and I'm not speaking up for them. No,
I get you.
I'm not speaking up for them. If you fill a big truck with fuel, you have two guys usually at the back and a driver. The two guys who are working at the back and a driver. Yeah. And then you come to an area like Kanda.
Yes.
Let's see the presidential drive.
Right.
After the Jubilee House, right back there towards the post office area where the new finance ministry is, Dr. Baumia's residence. You have maybe like just 5 houses around there who are subscribed to you. Then you drive all the way to maybe M Plaza.
Yes.
Down to Abofraboni Bostal.
Yeah, Bostal.
And then you have maybe 3 or 4. And then you drive all the way back to Accra Girls, blah, blah, blah. You come to the Nima area.
Yes.
They have maybe 3 or 4. No businessman will invest his money to go and be running around and picking 4. They want to pick larger so that they can make back the money, return on investment.
Right.
They are looking at that. Now, since the assemblies decided that we should all be hooked onto waste management companies, J. Stanley Owusu, Zoom Lion, Jekora Ventures, whatever it is, how have the assemblies themselves made sure that every household is indeed signed onto it? I mean, in other jurisdictions, you cannot live in the UK and tell them that you don't want to be on the national grid for electricity or water.
Private.
You cannot play that kind of. You can't do that. Who born doc? Chema to his voice. Who born doc? You can't do that. But in our situation, we have allowed people to do their own things.
Yes.
It's good if you're running solar, you have the right authorization for it, blah blah blah. That's fine.
Great.
But until the time that you don't have that, you have to stick with what the system has.
Absolutely.
Now, what does the system have, and how is the system running it? And how are we being encouraged, or how are we making sure that everybody is hooked onto it?
Not too long ago, it took the president to instruct Zoom Lion to open up some waste management.
Yes, the transfer sites. But you see,
who are we?
But you see, the transfer sites were closed because of contractual issues.
Yes.
Now, what even gives me palpitations are that we pay. We pay on each time we buy your pure water, the companies and the polluter pay, producer pay, excise, environmental excise tax.
Yes.
We pay. Those monies are supposed to be used to build recycling plants. Where are they?
So long as
we are supposed to use biodigesters.
Biodigesters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where is it? Where are they? Now, there's supposed to be waste management companies.
Yes.
But what I see is waste collection companies. Because in my home, I try my best to segregate my waste.
Thank you.
I put banana peels here.
Yes.
I add my cassava peels to it. I add tomato peels to it.
And the bottles are separate.
And then bottles are separate. And then plastics and whatever it is.
No.
When the Bolaman comes, they will put everything together. So why was I even wasting my time?
Oh, Lord God
the
Almighty.
concept that we have had as we a ball a chance, I don't know how to call it.
Yeah.
But it's there. So everything waste goes into that same thing.
That's it.
And that's it.
You know, back in the day, it didn't used to be all these plastics, rubber bags, and all those things. Everything, including Fun Milk, Sunsport, and all those things.
Sunsport.
They were in paper bags.
Sunsport
So
was in a
triangle.
triangle.
A triangle thing, you can even then break it and all that. So everything was like biodegradable. They had some aluminium foil in it, but then, you know, and you would leave your home with a basket and a napkin and a bowl to buy and come back.
Now there's rubber.
Now there's rubber. And even at the time you're buying they put it in the leaves for you. So there was no rubber thing that they were putting. What's the name? Hausa cocoa in rubber. We always bought it in.
What I see grown men holding Hausa cocoa and
just pressing it.
You know, it only suggests.
Sometimes you can Gary go back.
People press rice and stew.
I cannot.
They press it together.
As we've progressed, we've rather
retrogressed. Look, people
in every sense.
Growing up.
Looks
my
like
parents, my grandmother and my grandpa, you would never leave our home going to buy maybe kinky and go with your bare hands.
No.
You have a basket with a napkin. You go, they put the kinky in the bowl that you have brought, place it in the basket, cover it nicely with the napkin, and you hold it and you bring it home. These days, people leave gated communities and go to town. And the first thing they are looking for is either styrofoam or they're looking for plastic. And we are talking about banning it. Single-use plastics, what do you call that? The GMA says we should ban it. Are we really willing and ready? If you dig further, you find out that most of the people who run some of these industries sponsor political parties and politicians.
I know.
Same thing with the oil, same thing with the rice, same thing with the sugar. Charlie.
It is well.
Patrice, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Motala Mohammed. Why are you staring at me like that? What have I done to you today?
No, I'm not. No. I'm not